Dakota L. Meyer is a veteran of the United States Marine Corps and the war in Afghanistan. He is best known for being awarded the Medal of Honor for his actions during the Battle of Ganjgal on September 8, 2009, in Kunar Province, Afghanistan. Meyer is the second youngest living Medal of Honor recipient, the third living recipient for either Operation Iraqi Freedom or Operation Enduring Freedom, Afghanistan, and the first living Marine in 38 years to be so honored. Biography: Meyer was born on June 26, 1988 and grew up in Columbia, Kentucky. In 2006, after graduation from Greene County High School, he enlisted in the Marine Corps at a recruiting station in Louisville, Kentucky, and completed basic training at Marine Corps Recruit Depot Parris Island. Military service: Meyer deployed to Fallujah, Iraq, in 2007 as a scout sniper with 3rd Battalion, 3rd Marines. He gained national attention for his actions in Afghanistan during his second deployment in Kunar Province with Embedded Training Team 228. On September 8, 2009, near the village of Ganjgal, Meyer learned that 3 Marines and a Navy corpsman were missing after being ambushed by a group of insurgents. Under enemy fire, Meyer entered an area known to be inhabited by insurgents and eventually found the 4 missing servicemen dead and stripped of their weapons, body armor and radios. With the help of Afghan soldiers, he moved the bodies to a safer area where they could be extracted. During his search, Meyer personally evacuated 12 friendly wounded and provided cover for another 24 Marines and soldiers to escape likely death at the hands of a numerically superior and determined foe. On November 6, 2010, the Commandant of the Marine Corps, General James Amos, told reporters during a visit to Camp Pendleton, California, that a living Marine had been nominated for the Medal of Honor. 2 days later, Marine Corps Times, an independent newspaper covering Marine Corps operations, reported that the unnamed individual was Meyer, citing anonymous sources. CNN confirmed the story independently 2 days later. On June 9, 2011, the Marine Corps announced that 2 other Marines on Meyer's team in Ganjgal would receive the Navy Cross, the second highest award for valor a Marine can receive. Captain Ademola D. Fabra and Staff Sergeant Juan J. Rodriguez Chavez were recognized for their roles in retrieving the bodies of the fallen Marines and corpsmen. Before Meyer began searching for the missing servicemen on foot, Rodriguez Chavez drove a gun truck into the kill zone with Fabra manning the truck's machine gun. When President Barack Obama's staff called Meyer to set up a time for the president to inform him that his case for the Medal of Honor had been approved, Meyer was working at his construction job and asked them to call again during his lunch break, which they did. Meyer was awarded the Medal of Honor in a ceremony on September 15, 2011. When a White House staffer contacted Meyer to arrange the ceremony, Meyer asked if he could have a beer with the president. He received an invitation to the White House for the afternoon before the ceremony. Meyer also requested that when he was honored, simultaneous commemorative services should be held at other associated locations to honor the memory of his colleagues who died or were mortally wounded during the ambush and his rescue attempts. 4 Americans died in the ambush: First Lieutenant Michael Johnson, 25, of Virginia Beach, Virginia. Staff Sergeant Aaron Kinnifick, 30, of Roswell, Georgia. Gunnery Sergeant Edwin Wayne Johnson Jr., 31, of Columbus, Georgia. And Hospital Corpsman 3rd Class James O. Layton, 22, of Riverbank, CA. A 5th man, Army SGT. 1st Class Kenneth W. Westbrook, 41, of Shipwreck, New Mexico, later died from his wounds. Civilian: a year after the Battle of Ganjgal, after drinking at a friend's house, Meyer attempted to commit suicide using a Glock pistol kept in his truck's glove compartment. The gun was unloaded. Meyer later sought help for post-traumatic stress disorder. In September 2011, Kentucky Governor Steve Beshear bestowed upon Meyer the title of Kentucky Colonel during an event in his hometown of Greensburg in which Meyer served as Grand Marshal. Meyer filed a lawsuit against his former employer, defense contractor BAE Systems, alleging the company and his supervisor punished him for his opposition to a weapons sale to Pakistan. The lawsuit claimed that BAE Systems ridiculed Meyer's Medal of Honor, called him mentally unstable and suggested he had a drinking problem, thereby costing him a job. On December 15, 2011, BA announced that the parties resolved their dispute out of court. On December 14, 2011, McClatchy news outlets published an article which questioned the actual number of lives Meyer saved. The article stated that crucial parts that the Marine Corps publicized were untrue, unsubstantiated or exaggerated, but that Meyer by all accounts deserved his nomination. Meyer wrote a book about the Battle of Ganjgal, co-written with Bing West, titled Into the Fire, a first-hand account of the most extraordinary battle in the Afghan War and published on September 25, 2012. In the book, Meyer makes a case for Army Captain William D. Swenson to be awarded the Medal of Honor. Swenson had criticized Army officers at the nearby Forward Operating Base Joyce for not providing fire support, the resulting political fallout not conducive to awarding him the medal. Those same officers were later cited following a military investigation for negligent leadership leading directly to the loss of life on the battlefield. Swenson was awarded the Medal of Honor on October 15, 2013. Honors and Awards, Military Awards. Medal of Honor Citation. The President of the United States in the name of the Congress takes pleasure in presenting the Medal of Honor to Corporal Dakota L. Meyer, United States Marine Corps. For service as set forth in the following. For conspicuous gallantry and intrepidity at the risk of his life above and beyond the call of duty while serving with Marine Embedded Training Team 2-8, Regional Corps Advisory Command 3-7, in Kunar Province, Afghanistan, on September 8, 2009. Corporal Meyer maintained security at a patrol rally point while other members of his team moved on foot with 2 platoons of Afghan National Army and Border Police into the village of Ganjgal for a pre-dawn meeting with village elders. Moving into the village, the patrol was ambushed by more than 50 enemy fighters firing rocket-propelled grenades, mortars, and machine guns from houses and fortified positions on the slopes above. Hearing over the radio that 4 U.S. team members were cut off, Corporal Meyer seized the initiative. With a fellow Marine driving, Corporal Meyer took the exposed gunner's position in a gun truck as they drove down the steeply terraced terrain in a daring attempt to disrupt the enemy attack and locate the trapped U.S. team. Disregarding intense enemy fire now concentrated on their lone vehicle, Corporal Meyer killed a number of enemy fighters with the mounted machine guns and his rifle, some at near point-blank range, as he and his driver made 3 solo trips into the ambush area. During the first 2 trips, he and his driver evacuated 24 Afghan soldiers, many of whom were wounded. When one machine gun became inoperable, he directed a return to the rally point to switch to another gun truck for a 3rd trip into the ambush area where his accurate fire directly supported the remaining U.S. personnel and Afghan soldiers fighting their way out of the ambush. Despite a shrapnel wound to his arm, Corporal Meyer made 2 more trips into the ambush area in a 3rd gun truck accompanied by 4 other Afghan vehicles to recover more wounded Afghan soldiers and search for the missing U.S. team members. Still under heavy enemy fire, he dismounted the vehicle on the 5th trip and moved on foot to locate and recover the bodies of his team members. Corporal Meyer's daring initiative and bold fighting spirit throughout the 6-hour battle significantly disrupted the enemy's attack and inspired the members of the combined force to fight on. His unwavering courage and steadfast devotion to his U.S. and Afghan comrades in the face of almost certain death reflected great credit upon himself and upheld the highest traditions of the Marine Corps and the United States Naval Service. See also: Salvatore Giunta, Leroy Pitre, Clinton Ramesha, T.Y. Carter, William D. Swenson, Carl J. White, Kyle Carpenter, Ryan M. Pitts. List of post-Vietnam Medal of Honor recipients, List of living Medal of Honor recipients, references. External links: Dakota Meyer. Hall of Valor. Military Times. Retrieved September 19, 2011. Lemov, Dan. Reprimands issued for troubled mission. Marine Corps Times. Retrieved February 20, 2011. Marine Corporal Dakota Meyer confirmed for Medal of Honor. Sergeant Dakota Meyer Shadowbox from TogetherWeServed.com, interview with Dakota Meyer by Bing West on Into the Fire at the Pritzker Military Museum and Library on October 3, 2012.